Computer games are a nice way to relax and socialize, but sometimes they also give you great insight for continuous improvement or any change effort in general. Hello, I'm Tom. Welcome to my channel where we talk about continuous improvement in an industrial setting. And today's topic, well, it's a bit out of the industrial setting. It basically came about when my wife said, okay, just leave the video for now, come and join me, let's play a game together. And we did a game of Civilization, a computer game, and you don't have to know the game to get the ideas that I got from this game. But when we were playing it was a great evening, thank you darling. But that also, it sparked a couple of ideas, and the main one, it actually came into planning in this game where we thought, we're gonna do a couple of things, and in 5 turns this, in 10, and in 20 turns we'll be doing that. And I was basically planning out that from my central city, I saw a couple of places, really want to expand to those and those places. So build up my city a bit, started building settlers, was ready to move to that place, and suddenly I see an enemy city popped up. So basically one of the other computer players in the game built a city almost there where I wanted to put it, and this site was no longer available. Now it happens a lot in many games, but we got into this discussion of, oh no, so now my strategy is broken. But still, do you stop the game? No, it's part of the game. And that sparked the idea of, this is also part of when you're doing continuous improvement, when you're doing any type of change effort. In the beginning, you want to plan. What are you going to do? What is my KPI going to do? How am I probably going to improve a process or solve a problem? And then when you start analyzing, but also definitely when you start implementing, you hit obstacles. You see that some people in your factory, they do not really want to go along with the change, or also quite frequent, when you implement an improvement, well, at least you thought it was a great improvement, something else breaks. Now, do you then stop your improvement or stop your program? No, this is what you need to be flexible enough for. And this is the whole idea of planning your improvements, planning the road ahead. So I had basically this roadmap, right? I would put a city here, then a city there, then expand upwards. You still do this. It is very good to think about what would be the best logical, most profitable steps to take next, what builds one upon another, and then when something goes wrong, or when something unexpected happens so that an option is no longer available, you know what you wanted to achieve with that option. Now sometimes you simply skip that one and take the next one, but also very often you say, oh well, actually this city was supposed to be a science city, so instead of making the third in a place that was just nicely located towards some huge city, let's put it there where I can still get my science. And this is the same that you do in your roadmap, in the factory, in the supply chain. When you know that your first projects, they were really about getting people along, making sure that the overall idea of working with standard operating procedures is in place, and then the next part is a strong improvement in basically cash flow like things, efficiency, so you really needed to do a more technical improvement, and then afterwards you go for checking on are standards followed up if you have such a roadmap. And this is just an example, but then you see that things go wrong in getting a big improvement. You don't step over it, you make sure that you get some other improvements in your efficiency in, because that is the result you need for your final plan. Now, if you just see that one of the ideas, improvement ideas that you had to, fix a stamping process doesn't really work out, what you will usually do is simply pan to another way to solve the same problem and still get that result in for your organization. But this is this way of gaming, this way of being flexible, but having a plan forward, that when you get pushed off course, you know how to redirect to still get back on track, back onto your roadmap. That is something, it clicked, and it clicked during a discussion, during the game, just socializing or building up our two civilizations and trying to win that computer game. And we had some obstacles and we just discussed how to get over them. I just thought that is basically what we do a lot when we manage our continuous improvement program. And it is also something, as a CI specialist, as a professional in our Lean Six Sigma Kaizen sphere, that is very important to do. And that is also an important task for us when comparing ourselves, let's say, to the different players, right? So you have your specialist on the technology, you have your managers, and then you have the CI specialists, the lean aficionados, the black belts of Six Sigma. One of their tasks, our tasks, is to make sure that management and specialists, that they are not bogged down by something unexpected happening, that they can just continue to do their specialty, and your CI specialists, or many of you probably, will move the rail back to get on track. Move it in such a way that the planning gets back to a fluid way of improving performance and also improving the organization to support continuous performance. So basically, have fun, play some games. They might even inspire you to really get more energy and attack the problems at work the next day. Also, work, it's like a big game of life and efficiency. You will get some setbacks, you will get some unexpected stuff, and especially in our continuous improvement work, we need to be able to maneuver around that, use it, and still keep the final goal in sight and get there through a slightly different route. I enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed this small insight and this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And, ask me any question in the comments. I really like answering your questions. Also, getting some feedback on what parts would you like me to explain? What is actually needed on YouTube to be explained about Lean, about performance excellence, about our sphere of work? Do drop me a comment. And then for now, I wish you the best of luck in your continuous improvement work. And as always, don't forget to enjoy that journey.